Hello. Welcome to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. We're back to do the Divine Download being recorded for you November 23rd, 2020. Whenever you find this message, it is meant for you to find it. And everything happening for a reason by divine design. So if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. These messages are not by zodiac sign. Somebody is going to be wanting to know that. No, this is not by zodiac sign. You do have entire zodiac sign playlists on this channel, and I'm constantly uploading to those. So I don't have a specific recording schedule. I just go to the next sign and record the next video. So if you're looking for a zodiac reading, go to those. But if you've been drawn to this, there's something here for you. Because these are very much according to your energy. You're in tune with a certain vibe, and the universe is here trying to answer some things, bring some enlightenment, some awareness to you regarding certain matters on your mind when you are attracted to these readings. So I'm being guided to light some incense. So let me go ahead and do that. And what are the messages today? It's important that you play. It's important that you play. It's important that you play in the energy of your power. So what are your powers? What are your skills, your gifts, abilities? You have different powers, different skills, different abilities. Play with these in order to confirm for yourself the validity and the strength of these. So now we've got our incense lit. Put some smoke on the table, so there's that. Let's go ahead and see what are the words of clarity coming out for us today, please and thank you. All right, for love, we have rebirth coming out for love. So some of you are having a rebirth in love for peace. Balance, nice. Balancing out these energies for peace. Creating balance. And for happiness. Word of clarity for happiness today. Oh, shit. Conflict. Oh, boy. You heard me say, oh, shit. Conflict. Conflict for happiness. Interesting. Okay. So what's at the bottom of the deck is solve. Okay. So you asked to solve something. You asked to solve something. You were looking for some solutions. You were looking for some guidance. And how can we bring a new life to this love? How can we rebirth this love? How can this love be reborn? How can I be made new? I just want to be rebirthed. I want this love rebirthed. Those are the energies that are coming through. But conflict is here. Conflict. Wherever there's a conflict, I'm hearing it's creating awareness. Creating awareness. I want to stop real quick and I want to say, hey, Tina and Dustin. So thankful and grateful that you've joined me. First commenters, first in the room. All right. Let's see what is the download message for us today. What is going on in this energy that we're to discuss today? Thank you. From the download, it says nowhere. Not in or to any place, not anywhere. Now, at the present time or moment, here, in, at, or at this place or position. Nowhere equals now here. Are you getting nowhere or are you now here? It's a simple shift in perspective or the space between now and here. Literally. Are you getting nowhere or are you now here? Are you presenting? And it's a shift in perspective between now and here. So something is here and now. I promise to love faithfully. So, a message coming out. Somebody who's wanting the rebirth in love, right? So balance is being brought in for peace. You got to bring balance to the table. And any conflict that's coming up is coming up to create happiness. So where is the conflict within you? And whenever conflict arises, what have we been guided to do? But look at what's the trigger? Where's the trigger for this? If you're feeling conflict, why are you triggered? And what can you do to disseminate, disarm, and dismantle the trigger? If somebody else is being triggered in a conflict, well, then this is so that they can be able to identify where they're holding on to that trigger energy. And some of you are definitely being moved to play trigger man all up in this. If you're triggering somebody, praise, because you are allowing them to see the mirror reflection of themselves. And again, solve is at the bottom of the deck. So you wanted to solve a question. And it appears that perspective is everything. And I hear, it has to do with the separation between now and here. Nowhere equals now and here. So maybe there's a little bit of dissonance or separation that needs to be created. Maybe there's something that's together needs to be broke apart, and I'm noticing that as well in the balance here. In the word balance, we have the 3 letters on one side, we have the A, and we have the 3 letters on the other side. We're looking for a rebirth. So maybe something had to separate to come back together, or it needs to separate to come back together. Maybe you're trying to understand the energy of separation and back together that's going on in your life or experience. That's a possibility as well. Different ones of you having this experience in different ways. But this is your experience. So let's see what's going on in your experience from the external influence. We're going to take the external influence from my OG Words of Clarity deck. So when the Words of Clarity were created, this was the first prototype ever, and it got expanded to be so large. But it's not very fancy or decorative because it was done in such a very Spitfire is where we always get Spitfire way. All right, so what is the external influence in this, please and thank you, for our viewers who are resonant in this energy? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thankful and grateful. Okay. Compromise. The external influence is compromise. And I hear compromise. Ooh. Compromise. Okay. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Angel number 611. The angel number started coming into this deck much later. But some of the things I have written here: step out of my comfort zone to accomplish my goals. Step out of my comfort zone to accomplish my goals. Keep a positive attitude and environment. I feel like anywhere where there is conflict, you're going to choose your happiness, and you may choose to separate from someone or something when there's conflict. But it doesn't mean you're not going to self-investigate the trigger, because you're the bearer of the trigger. Okay, but once you've understood the trigger, you disseminate it, which means in most cases, either you're not triggered by it anymore, but if it's an unhealthy trigger, or there's an unhealthy or toxic trigger, man, you will separate yourself from that energy, from that person, or from that environment, or from that experience, right? Okay. The idea of feng shui comes up. So keeping a energetically flowing environment is here. It says engage in creative pursuits. So maybe that's the separation that you're creating. Maybe you're just going to go do something. A conflict arises. You're going to go do something creative. Instead of sitting in that conflict, you go over there, create a little bit of distance, and go do something beautiful for you, uplifting for you. And maybe that's out of your comfort zone, because maybe your comfort zone is engaging in the conflict. That's how it's feeling. I am creating reality. So realizing that, again, any external conflict in your environment is attached to an internal energy. Otherwise, it would not be attracted to you. And then becoming the one who's willing to look at self in how did I attract this energy? And how can I transmute this energy? And what part of me is it attracted to? Is this an early life experience? Is this a recent experience that I'm attracting from? Is this something that I've been speaking out for myself? Have I been casting spells without knowing it? Is this focus on my personal spirituality and life purpose? Down at the bottom there. Focus on my personal spirituality and life purpose. And I feel like that is the most important message in this. Angel number 611. So some of you are seeing angel number 611. If you are, put that in the comments. This is definitely a message for you. And because you've been focused on your personal spirituality and life purpose, you've been looking for some solutions to certain things. Why did things never work out for me romantically or financially or whatever? Why was it seeming like it was going nowhere if everything is now here? Okay. And so there's a rebirth in your energy, and it has to do with love, your ability to love, your capacity for love, being able to see the love in all things, in all people, in all circumstances, seeing the divine part of the plan in all of it, on your life purpose. Okay. Life purpose energy. Stay strong. Hold on. I got to read this. All right. That'll work. Thank you. Selenite sticks are so amazing. I love them for propping my cards up. All right. So we're going to be working today with the Light Seers Tarot is what I'm being shown to pull our experience for today. So I'm interested to see what is going on in these energies for us at this time. So have you said thank you to your water? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I want to remind you, you should be and could be playing the frequencies of 111 hertz throughout your day. It doesn't have to be entirely audible, but you should definitely allow it to play, as this 111 hertz is causing the decalcification of the pineal gland. We're at this grand awakening time. So I'm going to show you this website on my phone. Okay. Not necessarily promoting a website, but yes, this is a pure generator of frequency tones. And you just slide that dial or use the arrows to set it at 111 hertz. Press play up here. And it's playing right now. You can't really hear it, right? Because frequency is different than music. I'm just saying. Music is on frequency, but it's a little bit different. You don't have to necessarily audibly hear this, but it is decalcifying the pineal gland. Okay? And so if you could let that play in your environment, you'll be doing a great service to not only yourself, but all humanity. All right? During this time is very important. All right. So let's just go. What are the messages for us at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The difference between now and here or nowhere. Rebirth in love. Balance in peace. Finding balance and peace. And the conflict is there to help bring in happiness. You may not see it immediately. Also, quickly, that link for that website is also below the video. I just wanted to show it. External energies are willing to compromise with you at this time. So maybe you're the trigger man. Again, you're bringing the conflict because you're working to bring happiness and you're looking for more happiness. So you could be starting the conflict. You could be the trigger man. They're willing to compromise with you, right? They're willing to compromise on you. Somebody could be going through a very spiritual awakening because this is external influence and it's focused on personal spirituality and life purpose. So if this is the case, then is it going nowhere or is the energy now here? Again, the question comes up. And when the question is Ask the universe, the source God is always providing the answer. The solution is there. It's at the bottom of the deck. The moment that the question was asked, the solution is being provided. So somebody could have asked about, what their life purpose is or how they can focus more spiritually. And maybe you're the trigger man to show where the conflict is so that they can clarify their experience by clarifying their energy, right? Finding the conflict within so that they can transmute that, so that they can create a shift for themselves, okay? So let's see what we have in today's experience. All right. So who are you? Where are you at in the world? What were you doing that you stopped doing to listen to this message? Okay. What time is it where you're at when you found it? I don't know. I like asking those questions. What'd you have for breakfast today? What was the most profound affirmation you've used for your day? So let's go ahead and look at these energies. Starting out with the 6 of Wands, that's a V for victory card. Praise. You're recognizing there's success here. All eyes on me. So you got eyes on you. And you found your place in the light. You found your victory. Okay, let's see what else we have. The Ace of Pentacles, you've been growing something. I see you standing here cheering on this growth. You've been growing something. You're very excited about something that you've been growing. This energy, you planted a seed and that seed is growing and you are so excited about it because whatever seed you planted, it was recognized. It was recognized. Okay, they recognized the seed that was planted. The seed was recognized. Okay, whatever that means. It's taken root and a little sapling is coming out of that seed. But it's taken a lot of very devoted attention and care. Very devoted attention and care. This took very delicate handling. This whole situation has taken very delicate handling. The 5 of Wands. Oh man, there was a lot of things you had to protect this energy from. This little seedling, this little baby plant had a lot of challenges to overcome, a lot of conflicts to overcome. It's like there were so many blockages and obstructions. I feel like it's weeds, energetic weeds were there. You planted the seed of truth, but there was so much energetic weeds to clear up. Temperance was here. You showed patience and divine timing, and the angels came through to be of assistance in you. And these energies began to be transmuted. You started working with alchemy, speaking to the soul and the spirit, not the ears. They couldn't hear it. The contrast is there with the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon, somebody working with the power of the sun and the moon, the eclipse energy here. But there's an angelic presence. Somebody is an earth angel in this. And there's a victory for this earth angel in growing. Helping somebody to find their own earth angel self identity, awareness, creating awareness within one of their own earth angel being that they are. Okay. And the 5 of Cups. So now, as a result, there's this emotional restructuring going on. There's a releasing of past energies, releasing, emotional restructuring, emotional changes, an emotional time, a releasing. Emotional restructuring, changing the structure of emotions as a result of the seed that was planted. There's victory in this, though. And the unfolding, the Queen of Wands. Look at your power shining. So yeah, somebody, it's like you created, I see like you created this. Hold on, I'm going to trigger you so you can release again. It's like pushing the release button. Pushing the release button. It's divine time that you now let go of that and accept that this seed is growing and it's growing within you. And giving it to the earth, giving it to the earth. giving it all away. All this energy is going away. Gaia can take it. Gaia can handle it. Let's see what else we have. The Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. So working together, working in collaboration. Working into collaboration to build something up. Cooperation, teamwork. Teamwork. They're giving me some song. What is this? Hold on, let me hear it again. I've got high hopes pie in the sky. Hopes. That's all I got. Okay. So it's working together on something that was probably seemed way out of reach. I mean, they're talking about high hopes and pie in the sky hopes. Well, we hope that way here, don't we? In the love, peace, tribe, love, peace, and happiness. Page of Pentacles coming out. Wow. And there's the harvest. So the seed was planted, and after this emotional restructuring, it's harvest time. And there's pride in this new beginning. There's much pride in this new beginning. And the form of it, it's like so much energy here was being, etheric energy being flowed into this Ace of Pentacles here, into the seed, and it coming out in solidity, in full color, in full form. What I'm being shown is a difference in the appearance of these two pentacles. One, the design is very light, right? One, the design is very, very light, almost as if it's being created through the light. In the other, it's very well-defined, very well-defined and filled in. And I feel like this is looking very much like a stoplight, a signal light, a traffic light here. So I feel like you have recognized the divine timing of start and stop energy, start and stop. It's like, again, they're giving me the tempering of steel, tempering of a steel sword that has to go from the ice water to the fire. Through the fire. I don't remember the rest of the song, but you know what song that is. Yeah, so it's like, I feel like you were the one, and I feel like you're very in a very, what is this? A very allowing state, allowing for whatever will be. You're not looking for go, you're not looking for stop, but you're paying attention to the signs and signals. And the person that is being elevated, so this person cannot see this here. This person doesn't see the signals. You are here, you see the signals. Your higher self is here patching through the control to the signals. This could be an angel, an ancestor, a guide, source, spirit, whatever. This person is not even in perception of this one, but this person is also not in perception of the signals, of the goes, of the slowdowns, of the stop. And right now she's got her hand on the middle one, which would be a hurry up and get on or stop. You got a choice to make. What you gonna do? I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? Coming through. Let's see what else we have. The sun. Look at that. Yeah. So we're right now in this period. This is funny because all this beautiful energy is circling around this Five of Cups, which is an emotional restructuring. Some of you have been feeling really good. And maybe for you, this signal light energy, the stop and go energy that I'm getting is because you know the signal light changes. Green means go, yellow means slow down, or get prepared to stop or make it through the intersection. Is funny because my grandbaby said, no, yellow means go faster, Grandma, because you always go faster. That was Mickey Kane. She said that. Y'all remember her? Anyways, the red is the stop sign, right? So in your release to outcomes, once you've released all necessary outcomes, this pentacle is ready for harvest. What you planted, that seed you planted, is growing and it's harvested. And I feel like you don't have to, this person will carry their own seed now, and it's going to grow and expand, and all you have to do is keep shining your light. Then this Queen of Wands, her one arm goes up to the sun. Okay, so I feel like this is you working your power to shine a light on another person who's going through emotional restructuring, because it's divine timing and you've seen the way out of these obstacles. So again, maybe you were the trigger man to cause this awakening to happen, to cause this trigger to happen that causes a person to finally embrace and let go of all these struggles. But there was a lot to overcome. A lot of weeds had to be cleared from the roots of this Ace of Pentacles. And as those weeds are cleared from the roots of the Center of Pentacles, it triggers the emotional release. And the emotional release is happening by the stop and go energy, of which you are seeing the signs and the timing, you're seeing it. And they're just busy staring at you happy. They're like, oh, I love looking at you. Look at his face. I love looking at you. I'm just looking at you. I don't see nothing else. All I see is you. So somebody here just looking at you, right? They're focused on you. Meanwhile, you're holding on to being in tune with the signs. Yes, you're looking in their direction. Yes, they have some of your focus, but you're also in tune and in touch with the signs, reading the signals in your world. This is all leading to great power and conscious awareness. It's like you planted the seed of truth within somebody and it's growing. It's growing. Now, somebody here could be, in your experience, relating with a Sagittarius or a Leo. Those are my majors that are coming out. I want to see, why is this Temperance card here, though? Let's go ahead and clarify that. We have the Six of Swords, the Lovers, another 6, Knight of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, so Temperance here. This was about patience. This was about patience for spirit to help someone to see what they would not before, to help somebody to move. It's like they had to learn to go and flow towards divine connections. This person seemed to very much self-sabotage divine connections and opportunities that were meant to uplift them. But Spirit steps in and drops in this opportunity. Somebody couldn't see this opportunity at all. So that's why this needed to be emotionally restructured, because it's like somebody was confused about what love was. Somebody had no idea about what it meant to be loved. But universe says, okay, it's time for you to learn about being loved. Yeah. Let's see, why is the sun energy here? We have the Star. The World, the Star in the World. Oh my Lord, it's powerful, powerful energy there. Fated, destined. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Okay, hold on. Somebody is going to be really putting their energy out there, like very strongly to the world. Okay, Star, celebrity power here. The Three of Cups. Yes. What else do we have? The Queen of Swords. Okay. So I feel like, again, you're working with spirit and the ancestors. Somebody has an upper back tattoo. Like this lady's got the, I don't know the name of it, but there's the 3 intertwined sacred spirals on her back, on the upper tattoo. Somebody's got an upper back tattoo like that. And this is for someone about reconciling somebody's thought patterns, reconciling emotion and mind, but also there is an external influence of a Queen of Swords, right? And this is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, possibly. But this is somebody who has been very hurt by life, somebody who's very defensive. They've always had to defend themselves. They've had a lot of difficulties, a lot of struggles. And you know what? That's so gross. I just saw in my mind's eye, there's nothing here, just before I say what I'm about to say. In my mind's eye, I saw a giant bug crawling on the table over here just now. And it made me do a double take. So what they're showing me was this person was dealing with the situation where this frightening, nuisance, pestering, dark energy was always there. So they've been very defensive, very cold. They've been hurt. Their heart has been very guarded. As a matter of fact, nobody gets to know who and what they really are. So her jacket, her leather jacket, is zipped clear all the way up to her neck. Nobody's going to see inside what is in her chest, which is her heart. She's not going to show it to anybody. But see, this is saying this is what's changing. There's joy over that situation now. So it's like this person is learning when to open and when to share and when to close. And I feel like this person has in the past opened their heart and their emotions and shown their true self to ones who hurt them. And so it caused them to be very guarded. But we have the star in the world, successful outcomes, star, fated, destined, connections. This sounds really huge. It sounds really huge, but I got to say it. For some of you, this is fate and destiny that's going to affect the world with your interactions with even just one. Because there is a soul family linked. There is a link to the soul family. Both of these are linked to the energies of the cosmos. And it's like this change in this one, it affects so many others. And it blasts this energy out there of transformation into understanding this rebirth in love. Somebody is going through a rebirth in love. Was it going nowhere or is it now here? That's a question for you from your experience, from your perception. All right, one final word of advice for the person viewing this reading. The 4 of Swords. Wow. Healing from past pain, rest and recuperation, a safe haven. I feel like you are the safe haven. Yes, even when you trigger, you're still the safe haven. Continue to be that safe haven. Energetically, you are the safe haven. You may be a trigger, but you don't do it to try to hurt anybody's feelings. You're doing it because there are feelings there that need to be restructured. There are some false ideas there that because they've gathered them from their cold experiences in the past. And it needs to be restructured. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy. Ooh, yeah, 5 of Swords. Didn't I say something about getting the head together? 5 of Swords. See, there's that arguing, that back and forth, mental instability, stretching yourself out between, what they want you to do and what they want you to do. At what point what you want comes in. Inability to make a decision because too many external voices. And then when we start with the 5 of Swords at the bottom of that, this is what it was, right? Where our final advice is the 4 of Swords. It's like, get out of that headspace and get a chance to rest from the chaos, mental chaos, confusion, mental health issues for somebody, right? And somebody had a cross-current energy to their own happiness. There it is, self-sabotaging your happiness. Somebody had been self-sabotaging their happiness, and they're finally resting from that idea that they have to destroy any good thing that comes their way before it destroys them. And there's finally a breaking period here. So these are the messages that I have for us today. Angel number 1122, as I pick up my phone to check, it's 1122 here in Las Vegas, Nevada on a beautiful sunshiny day. Let's see what we have going on. I have Cat, $5 from Cat. And then I see $5.55 from Agape L'Amour. Thank you both. Thank you all for your donations, your thumbs up, your views, your subscriptions, for all the love, peace, and happiness you're sending our way. May all of these things multiply swiftly and return to you on the wings of grace with ease and flow in beautiful and magical ways. We'll be using this same deck today. Let me give it a smoke bath right quick. And we'll be pulling your personal readings from off of this deck. So if you're with us while that red rectangle says live in the upper corner, then follow the directions below the video to be able to get your reading as well. The directions are there. Okay. So for Cat, what is the perfect message for Cat? Lesser God, channeling Cat's angels, ancestors, and guides. What is the perfect message for Cat at this time? Thank you, Lesser God, channeling Cat's angels, ancestors, and guides. Thank you. All right, here we go. Oppression was a beast that you've had to overcome. Cat is a message that I just heard for you. The King of Pentacles is coming out of the deck for you. The bottom of the deck for you is the Hanged Man. Sacrifice, delays, gaining a new perspective because of sacrifice and delays. A new perspective is gained. The King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles comes out to me because, first off, it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Is this I'm asking, is this Cat or is this external influence? No, this is you. I'm hearing this is you. You are the King of Pentacles. It says you have the resources to actually be able to accomplish whatever you want to. You have to choose wisely how you want to invest them. I'm hearing you sacrificed plenty and tied yourself up in knots trying to create specific outcomes. And they're saying, let us show you the outcomes and let it come through. We will show you where to invest. In the meantime, I'm hearing just appreciate your assets, your resources. Appreciate your assets and resources. There's a reason why. And here, there's a very important reason why great wealth is being given to you. And it's about where you're investing it. But I feel like that where you're going to invest it hasn't been shown to you yet. So they're saying continue to grow it. Now I'm also being guided, and I'm hearing again to read from the book for you. The message here in the book is going to have something specific that you need. So let me read this for you. Okay, so the light flower, overflowing material abundance, patience, and determination, a confident and warm leader providing for others comfort and security, personal growth, goals reached, prosperity, and success. Okay, exuding warmth, the King of Pentacles welcomes you into his study for a heartfelt conversation about life. He's worked his fields, met his soulmate, found wealth, and now he looks out over his dream manifested as he offers you one of the tarot's most potent messages of forthcoming abundance and prosperity. The most important thing to be done is to enjoy it all, sweet seer. Enjoy every lesson, challenge, failure, and success. He reminds you to get clear on where you want to be, to plan and envision. There is manifesting power in the longing and so much joyful expansion as you bring your greatest potential into existence. Happiness happens when you do better than the last time, and in the pursuit of personal growth, allow yourself the extravagance of desire. The rest is a consequence of faith, steady habits, and the courage to cultivate enormous dreams. Dream your biggest light to life. I dream my endless potential into existence with steady desire and effort. So that is a message for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we have Agape L'Amour next. So, smoke bath for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love Source God Channeling, Agape L'Amour's angels, ancestors, and guides. Thank you for your 555 donations. Love Source God Channeling, Agape L'Amour's angels, ancestors, and guides. What is the perfect message for Agape L'Amour at this time? For highest, latest, and brightest good, overall love, peace, health, and happiness. Praise. Let's see what we have. Okay, your message coming out right away. The bottom of the deck, real quick, we have, the King of Pentacles. And we had just read that. And you know I shuffled it because you watched. So, everything from the book is the foundation of your reading. Okay? So you have your prosperity. You have your abundance. And you know it. And you know what to do with it. Now, what came out for you? We have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is the energy of reconciling. It's the energy of celebration. It's an energy of cooperation and working together and camaraderie and friends. Coming together as friends and good food and good drink. But these three people are focused in nature upon the stars in front of them. We see them walking away together with their focus upon the stars. Again, the sacred spiral of life in this trifecta formation over here, this trinity formation being highlighted for me. So there's creative potential in three, where three or more are gathered in our name, is what I hear. And I get angels, ancestors, and guides as well. As each one of these embodiments, angels, ancestors, or guides. And this star is giving me Big Dipper energy. So maybe you've been looking up at the Big Dipper, or when an important event happens in your future, you will look up and notice the Big Dipper. I feel like this is you bringing two energies forward. I'm picking this up as this is you, and these are two energies within you that you're bringing forward. So let me just see what the book has to say. This is good times, happiness coming in, happiness here now. I feel happiness here now. Joy in your connections, having good times with people who you vibe with tribe. Yep. Let's see. Friendships, abundance, cooperation, closeness with siblings, joy, communication, celebration, soul contracts. That soul contracts is really being highlighted for me while I read this. The pacts you run with and the kindred connections you forge are not always defined by blood, yet they are your living and breathing support system. Deep friendships are the family we choose, and these sacred connections are to be cherished and nurtured. In the best and worst of times, your companions serve as mirrors, allowing you to see who you really are through their eyes. What do you need to reach out to for support? Who do you need to reach out to for support? Call in your besties and enjoy the warm laughter that comes from a powerful soul group. Your mutually loving and beneficial bond carries vibrational attractions that are often ancient. And any setbacks arising from miscommunication or disharmony with others may be old wounds or patterns that are resurfacing to be healed. If an important connection has gone awry, it may be time to make amends. If you need to commit more energy to cultivating friendships, trust your heart to lead you. I connect into this sacred siblinghood and into this expansive experience of witnessing through time. Okay, so that's the message that I have for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let's see what we have for Wanda. Wanda, thank you for your $5 donation. So let's just God channeling Wanda's angels, ancestors, and guides. What is the most important message for us to deliver to Wanda today? Channeling Wanda's angels, ancestors, and guides. Let's just God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Channeling Wanda's angels, ancestors, and guides. What is the most important message for Wanda at this time? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hear the word grace, Wanda. I hear the word grace coming out. Okay, here we go. The Page of Wands. Yeah, there's grace in this card as she throws off all this power and joy. I feel a very carefree energy here. What's the bottom of the deck? Ooh, the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Love, soul connections, mirror reflections, love energies. Page of Wands. I feel like something is coming full circle. There's good news coming in, a message. The gecko is being highlighted, so maybe you've seen a gecko recently, or somebody wears a shirt with a gecko, or they have a gecko necklace. A trip to Arizona or the desert or New Mexico is coming up. I feel like this is you letting go of, I get the energy of wild abandon, right? And I get the energy of you letting go of some responsibilities. I feel a very carefree energy. Let's see what the book has to say for you, Wanda. The Page of Wands. Explosive creativity. Excuse me, sorry about bumping the computer over and over again. Explosive creativity and infectious enthusiasm. Ideas aplenty, creative beginnings, a newly found inspiration, honing a new skill or passion, curiosity and trying new things, gifting yourself permission to dream, great energy for creative ideation, and brainstorming, a youthful spark. This page is a free spirit who carries infectious enthusiasm with her. Delight in her youthful, raw, and exuberant creative energy, and pay attention to the new ideas that are bubbling to the surface at this time. You will find flashes of inspiration here. Inspiration that comes bundled with massive potential. If you are feeling the creator angst of not having any solid plans to bring these insights to life, let go of your need to formalize your plans right now. Giving your ideas the space they need to develop before sharing them prematurely will allow their wings to fully form. Their potency is limitless. Let them breathe. Spend any extra time in the pursuit of the imagination. And if you are feeling any lack of ambition or drive, or feeling devoid of the inspiration that this card illuminates, know that you will find this fire when you allow yourself to dream. As a dreamer of my dream, I spontaneously and passionately ignite this flame. And I do feel that this has to do with emotional connections. Okay, so thank you for your donation, and that is the message that I have for you. I'm going to go ahead and just give one more check to my phone to make sure that I've got everything covered, and if I do, then we'll be complete. If not, then we'll keep going. So let's see what we've got on the phone. Just making sure. All right, it looks like we are complete, so I want to thank you all for joining me today. Until next time, sending you the energies of love and peace and happiness. Laters.